Hey guys, this is Josh from TeamTidal. This is gonna be the first video being uploaded on, from TeamTidal, and this is gonna be on Squiddy channel, as you guys can already tell, as this obviously isn't, my channel, my team's channel. But just before I get started, I just want you guys to know that you should subscribe to him. He's giving us the opportunity to upload our first video on his channel. Get some extra views so he can get started, and I think that's a great thing to do. So that's worthy of a good bit of likes and subscriptions from that. But yeah, if you guys do have a problem with the video or anything I say in this video, any disagreements, please don't dislike this video, as it's not my channel. If you do have a problem, just please leave it in the comments, and I'll try my best to address it. Me or my teammates, Tomas and I, or whoever else responds on our channel. But yeah, I know a lot of people have already uploaded this, and this is kind of late to upload it, being the day after 11:30 Eastern time. But I'm hoping to cover some points that maybe other YouTubers haven't covered. Get a little bit more in depth. This is going to be not too lengthy. I'm not going to try to spam you guys with more of this, as you guys have seen a lot of this already. But let's get started, guys. So with the newly banned cards, there's the first four are Burner, Reactin, Stream, and Lightning. The four baby dragons, as they're known, for the Elemental Dragon or Dragon Ruler deck. Free Pebbles, guys, but you guys know why they're banned. It's obvious. The Dragon Ruler deck was very, very strong. It could be beaten, yes, but being that you could top deck any of those, get out of a situation from a Kaiku, which was brought out by the Spellbook deck, anti-meta decks, but you could literally just use them to get out of any situation, almost. Being that you can normal summon them, you can discard them for the effects of to summon the larger dragons. You can banish them for the larger dragons. It adds so much synergy to the deck that it's, as you guys probably know, the larger dragons were the level 7 dragons were used for their independent decks with their respective attribute, as in wind, fire, earth, and water. So putting them all together and just allowing that combination, it's more than it needs to be. I personally play Dragon Rulers, and a lot of you probably know all about the deck. I'm only 14 or 15 now, and I shouldn't be preaching, but like the deck, it was very up there, in the rankings with the decks, and you can't have a deck like that rule another format. As Spellbooks could compete, it wasn't enough. So, that being said, next we have Stratos, which as you guys know was limited. And I think that partially goes hand in hand with Shockmaster being banned. But as for Stratos, Stratos overall, it's just an amazing card. The fact that it has two effects, not that you resolve the destroying the spell or trap cards effect as much, but the effect, it being that like with Spellbook Magician, you just have to normal summon it or flip summon it, which is equally good. But even if you special summon it with Monster Reborn, Call of the Haunted, Hero Lives, etc., etc., Pinpoint Guard, which isn't played, but Pinpoint Guard, Marauding Captain, not that that's played either, but you get the effect off, and it's the fact that you could draw Monster Born, summon Stratos, summon Bubble Man after adding it, overlay for Excalibur, and attack for 4,000. It's just so, the card is so versatile, and honestly, it's a lot better than it's shown in this format. It actually, it topped YCS New Jersey top 16. But yeah, the card itself is, yeah, it's pretty good. Next we have Shockmaster. I feel like that has something to do with the way they changed the wind-up deck, how they put Shark to 3 and Magician to 1. But honestly, Shockmaster, it didn't need to get banned, as it does keep some decks in check, but it is an insta-kill to dragons if they don't have the Veiler or the Breakthrough skill, or if they're not playing any trap cards, or they don't have Book of Moon or anything. It instantly ruins a deck for potentially 3 turns, and that's unreal that your opponent can't play the game at all. But yeah, that it didn't need to get banned, but there's reason behind it. And now onto the spells, the many spells that got banned. All right. Oh, Super Rejuvenation is actually limited. Is this the limited list? Banned list, right? Oh my god, banned. I didn't even realize. Wait a second. Yeah, alright, forbidden. That's new to me, sorry. Alright, so Super Rejuvenation, Spellbook of Judgment, Pot of Avarice, what is this? Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Gateway of the Six, and Card Destruction. Alright, so Card Destruction in Dark Worlds, you guys might have seen it, in the World Championship, Shinan Huang, I think that's how you say his name, he literally won against Keener because he went Card Destruction, drew Blaster, used Blaster Effect to destroy Joggin. Like, that, it's so dumb. The card is so dumb, especially in Dark Worlds. Dark Worlds, it's almost instant win, like 98% of the time. So, Card Destruction, you need to go. That should have gone a long time ago. Similar to Pot of Avarice, too, because it just steals games. Gateway of the Six, everybody should have dealt with that already. Everybody should know why that's banned. That should have been banned a long time ago. Not that it's done anything recently, but if for some reason, you know, the loops with the deck does catch, like they do catch on, as you guys might know, the hand loop with Ouroboros and Gateway and two other cards that hold counters and whatever it is. Essentially, you can do that with life points too. If you guys don't know, like the fact that you can keep summoning Ouroboros means you keep summoning Cowboy. You can endlessly loop in so many ways. But that's obviously hasn't like done anything at all this format. But the card is just, it's so fantastic. Heavy Storm. Okay, now this is controversial to me. There's reason for it to get banned, just for the fact that it's, no matter how many back row you set, if you don't have like Solemn Judgment, Starlight Road, a Stardust Dragon, anything like that, Heavy Storm will make you lose. Like, you could set one to be safe, Heavy Storm makes you lose. You could set all five, just hope for the best, Heavy Storm makes you lose. And it's beyond overpowered the card is, but it keeps trap decks in check. Like that's why they had to limit, you know, compulsory, torrential. I don't think they need to ban Judgment, but bottomless, that kind of stuff. It makes it to the point so that you can. It allows decks that aren't trap based to be able to play by giving them, you know, more advantage than they should have. Though it's a double-edged sword, pretty much. Monster Born banned for good reason too. It does too much. Top deck Reborn, like I said with Stratos, or Monster Born VLS, or Monster Born or Draco Sack and blow up an Ophion, or stupidness, just complete stupidness. Spellbook of Judgment, it got banned pretty early, I won't lie. And Super Rejuvenation, I didn't realize that was banned. I actually thought that was at 1, I won't lie, also. But yeah. Solemn Judgment, like I said, did not need to get banned, but it did. Ultimate Offering. Okay, now Ultimate Offering, that card was at 3, I think, a year ago, and then it just went to 1, like either this March, I think it was this March, or last year. Now that card was at 3 for a long time, and it could have been abused so hard, but nobody did for some reason. And now it's good. It's good that card is banned, because the fact that gadgets are getting more support almost every set with just random cards, like, you know, Kageto Kage came out, that support. Redox allowing access to Big Eye, Draco Sack, Master Blades. Like, the fact that you can play gadgets in those decks, use Offering, then use that, it will get to the point where gadgets are going to be maybe tier 1. You know, I'm taking a long leap there, but gadgets, they do have the synergy there, but I feel like not enough good players, in my personal opinion, I feel like not enough good players do pick up the deck, and you know, it is what it is. Offering need to get banned too. Onto the limited list, some of the newer cards are Dragoons, Spirit, Deep Sea Diva, and Birdman for the effect monsters. I think, oh, there's some more. Thunder King, Rescue Rabbit. Now, Thunder King, it got limited because of spellbooks, and now I feel like that it's limited. It's going to allow a lot more decks to be played, like, without being completely blocked off. Like Infernities, Thunder King is almost good game if they can't clear it. Excuse me, if they don't have Dark Hole, whatever, Book of Moon, if they can't clear it, then they're sitting ducks. Rescue Rabbit should not have gone to 1. It didn't do anything this format. Like, Evil Storm topped like 2 events or 1 event or something. The deck, I mean, Rescue Rabbit's always a good card, but it did not need to go to 1. Birdman, they should have just limited. There's a hand loop with, not a hand loop, I'm sorry. There's a no TK with Harpy Dancer and the Fire Fusion that came out in the premium tin. Birdman was limited for that reason, but I feel like they shouldn't have limited Birdman, but they should have either limited. I'm not sure if it would have done anything, honestly, but the field spell, or just limited the fusion because, yeah. I'm not sure if that will actually do anything, so please forgive me all my ignorance for that, but if it would, that probably would have been a better choice, because one Birdman it hurts other decks, you know, fun decks like Gallus OTK, stuff like that. The decks like that aren't that good, but they can't be played as much. Deep Sea Diva and Dragoons, obvious. Diva's Diva. It's tour guide on crack from Rimrose. It's a recurring tour guide from Rimrose, actually, because, you know, salvage, searchable with Dragoons, which got limited, of course, because it can even search, you know, sorry for stuttering, but it can even search, like, Moon Glacia, and I think Megalo, I can't remember Megalo's CC Serpent, sorry. But, yeah. Spirit, I'm happy it wasn't Chicken, because Chicken isn't the problem card, it's actually Spirit. Spirit lets you make the plays. It's like Chicken helps expand on the play, but you don't have if you don't have Spirit, you don't have the play. Like, you can't summon another card as Spirit. It's not a fire. There's no other Fire Fist tuners like that, I don't think. And it slows the deck down a lot. It hurts 3X's a good bit. Now Mind August, that the deck still didn't. I mean, there was the Gishki, the deck out deck, but honestly, I haven't seen that be played, and there's probably other cards I can limit for that. You know, card destruction got limited, that hurts. But honestly, it's not that big a deal. I don't see it mattering at this point. Duloran did not need to get limited. Nobody played more than one. I don't think. M7's good, but in Constellars, I'm not sure if you do play 2, and the card is good, but honestly, when I did use the deck at the time, I played 1, and I only usually got out 1 at a time, considering you can't use the effect in the turn, and the effect is what really sets it off, like what makes it different than the rest of the cards in the extra deck. Dimensional Fissure and Macro also got limited, guys, so that just goes to show that they want other decks to shine Soul Drain too. And Downer Rabbit's pretty much dead, guys, so I wouldn't go back to that. Royal Tribute to 1, please stay like that. Royal Tribute it's the sackiest card I've ever seen in my life. Like, if you're playing against a deck that can't fight off Necro Valley, and then you go Royal Tribute, it's instant game. There's nothing you can do. And Heavy's banned, so they had to get rid of that. Gold Sark to 1, understandable. Not much needs to be said about that. What else? I'm sorry if I've been talking so fast, guys. I just don't want to hold you guys up. What else, guys? Torrential Tribute. Eradicator's sacky. It annihilates rogue decks. And this upcoming format, in like maybe Gadgets or Fire Fist, if you do play Crazy Box and you do go Eradicator with that, it's a complete blowout in other decks that play traps. Not that people would do that as much, I don't think, considering you have to have that and 2 Fire Fist, well, and 2 monsters, and then expend resources to get to that point. And if they warning it or judgment it or something, you're probably gonna lose. But the fact that it completely blows out other decks, it's like Royal Tribute. There's nothing you can do about it. And Royal Tribute, you know, first turn you can't do anything, especially. You can't Eradicate on the first turn, so there are some precautions you can take towards that. Bottomless, Torrential, I think I went over this. Compulse, I think that's it for the main deck traps that got limited. That's just the fact that Heavy Storm got banned. So doing that allows trap decks to be played to an extent. Not that that's going to stop, because Torrential was at 1 for the longest time, I'm pretty sure. Compulse, people didn't even play for a long time, and Compulse is an on and off card, really. And Bottomless is good. It could have stayed at 2 to me. Let's see. Now, as you guys can tell, these zombie cards got unlimited. And Mizuki, if you look that up on eBay, it's pretty expensive. People have been putting this card at like 20 bucks. I've seen secrets, 15 more. My friend has a Germany, sold it at locals for 25, but ignore that. Well, he said he valued it at 25. I'm not sure if he actually sold it. That was wrong. But these cards went to 2 just for the fact that, you know, Zombie Support's coming out, and I'm assuming Konami wants to push sales on the zombie support, because the deck can't be played without, you know, Mizuki. Well, it can, but obviously it's going to be a lot slower. But yeah, Mizuki 2 Plex Prayer 2, I don't think it's that big a deal. but it alters some of the deck to an extent. And Striker to 2, that should have gone to 2. It's fine. It's fine where it is. Tenki to 2, that's like putting Convocation to 2. The deck was still played. The deck's still topped. Tenki to 2 doesn't really do anything considering you have Wolfbark, and you can do things with Cardinal Commander. You can do things with recurring your bears with Dragon. Things of that nature. Your bear will last a long time if you really wanted to. But yeah, and Dimensional Prison goes back to the standpoint of the Heavy Storm, as I said before. And now to the unlimited list. Guys, there's a lot here. Alright, so as for the monsters, there's Tsukiyomi, which people barely play more than 2 of sometimes. Like, sometimes they play more than 1. At Worlds, I'm not sure how many times I even saw it in the deck lists. Malicious to 3. Yes, Chaos Dragons. No, but Malicious to 3. Malicious to 2 couldn't really do anything, as you guys know. But Malicious to 3, it opens some opportunities for some decks. If you really did want to play Chaos Dragons, it could help you out, considering you can make rank 6s like M7. X-Beetle was really good, by the way. But yeah, it helps. It helps a little bit. And Earth with the Striker, Earth 3 duality. People can be playing TG agents a little bit more the way they were, if they don't update it to how it is former to our meta. But 3 duality is very important in some decks, because 2 duality would slow down some decks. But with 0 Shadows, if you did want to play skill drain heroes, hero beat, 3 dualities is key, honestly, because you do not want to be drawing 4 monsters and a skill drain, and then the MST skill drain, you lose, stuff like that. It's really dumb stuff. But Power Duality helps just rid cloggy hands. Convocation, E-Call, Hero Lives. The decks haven't done anything too much, so putting it back up, it doesn't hurt. Let's see, Black Whirlwind and Scapegoat. Black Whirlwind did not need to go to 3. I don't even see why. If Black Wings are still played, it's not going to be a deck. If it is, I am very wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to offend anyone by saying that, but I don't think the deck is going to be good enough to play. Just the fact that it's, there's no Dark Strike Fighter. Dark Strike Fighter really helped the deck a lot. And, 1 Gale. The new stuff did come out, Seize Monsters, more Synchros, stuff like that, but I just don't feel like the deck has a chance in the meta that's going to be around. And Scapegoat. Scapegoat is so dumb that it came to 3. I feel like it's just going to... when it's used, it's going to be used for the wrong reasons, to stall, or, making really big synchro plays, but Scapegoat is a really, really controversial card in my opinion. It ruins the balance of the game sometimes. The fact that 4 monsters. If you resolve 3 Scapegoats, you got 12 monsters. Who cares? And it allows certain synchro plays that you normally just could not do. And then Scapegoat just says no to that. I mean, there's no solemn judgment to stop a Scapegoat for any reason. But Scapegoat, it has never been used for a long time. But the fact that people are talking about plant dragons, I guess that might be why it's coming back. But guys, I'm sorry if this is kind of out there, this video. I'm sorry if it's pretty long. This is my first video that I'm actually seriously doing. I did have a YouTube channel before, but that's besides the point. But yeah, guys, please like and subscribe to SquiddySucks' channel. Please check us out if you can. I hope the link will be in the description. And I'm sorry to have wasted your time if you did not like the video. If you didn't, please give feedback, guys. And thank you for watching.